Good morning, students. Let's see about the lesson structural organization of animals. First, I want to say about the food, feeding, and digestion of a leech. It sucks the blood of cattle and other domestic animals. It attaches itself to its victim by using their posterior sucker, and then that makes a triradiate or Y-shaped incision in the skin of the host by using their jaws. The blood is sucked by the muscular pharynx and then the salivary secretion is poured into it. The ingested blood is stored in the crab chambers and its diverticulum. Here, the blood passes from the crab into the stomach. Digestion will be occur in the case of stomach. It's because of the action of proteolytic enzyme. The digested blood is then absorbed by the intestine. Undigested food is stored in the rectum and then egestion takes place through anus. What do you mean by egestion? It's a process of removal of waste from the body. It prevents blood clotting by secreting a protein called hirudin. So it will be acting as an anticoagulant and then it's also used as an anesthetic substance that prevents the host from feeling their bite. I want to say about the parasitic adaptations of leech also. So what do you mean by parasite? So parasite in the sense it won't prepare its food. It will always depending on other organisms for their food, and then it leads a parasitic mode of life by sucking the blood of vertebrates. So first I want to say about the adaptations of leech. Blood is sucked by the pharynx and then the suckers are useful to attach themselves to the body of the host. So already asked about this. It has two suckers here. One is present there at the anterior side and then the another one is present there at the posterior side. The sucker which is present there at the anterior side is also called as anterior sucker, and then the other one which is present there at the posterior side is also called as posterior sucker. The three jaws are present in the mouth that causes a painless Y-shaped wound in the skin of the host. And then the salivary gland will produce a substance which is also called as a hirudin that will be acting as an anticoagulant. That means it won't allow the blood to coagulate. And then usually in the case of annelids, they will have the locomotive organs like parapodia and setae, but here in the case of this leech, both the parapodia and setae are absent. And then blood is stored in the crab that gives nourishment to the leech for several months. There is no elaborate secretion of the digestive juices and enzymes. So and then I want to say about the development. So here internal fertilization will be occur. So what do you mean by fertilization? It's a process of fusion of both male and female gametes. And then so that can be classified into two types. That is the internal fertilization and the external fertilization. What do you mean by internal fertilization? So here the fusion of both male and female gametes will be occur inside the body of the female organism, and then external fertilization in the sense the fusion of both male and female gametes will be occur at the outside the body of the female organism. But here we have to say like that the process of fusion of both male and female gametes will be occur inside the body of the organism like that, because the leech is a hermaphrodite. And then so this is followed by the cocoon formation. So what do you mean by cocoon here? So it's a egg case, so which is present there at the sexually matured organisms alone, so which is formed around the 9th, 10th and 11th segments. And the development is direct and proceeds in a cocoon which contain 1 to 24 embryos, and then the young ones will always resemble their adults or parents. So with this I want to finish.